Let me just bypass this, otherwise that track is just going to play on loop and it's going to drive us all crazy. 1 second, chat.
Yes, please don't pee on your friends. Please
What's happening? Don't pee on your friends. Never pee on your friends. Okay. Hello, friends and enemies, distinguished guests, people who are in possession of souls. Chimken is horrendously tired, but... Okay, basically our options were to skip streaming entirely and take a nap, or to start playing Final Fantasy with the option of not actually making it to Man of Medan. So today, we're back with Final Fantasy XIV. Really loving it. Have been playing this character non-stop all week. Obviously, because behold this. So this was my original character. No, we're not logging in. This was the original character. So I've taken some inspiration from this, right? This was the character I played for ages before streaming, and this is the new one. This is currently, there are some placeholders that I have about it. There are some better trousers, but this is it. This is RightBigChimken, everybody. Yeah, I have some words that I need to say at the beginning of Final Fantasy streams because I'm sort of approaching this game a little differently to how I would usually stream. So I've pasted some text in Twitch chat, but for the benefit of the VOD later on. For Twitch, YouTube, online multiplayer, and this glorious beard, my co-gaming concept formed. It involved gathering with friends and family, gamers and non-gamers, playing games and enjoying each other's company. Staying community focused on Twitch, I aim to bring that camaraderie back in occasional streams. Join me in my triumphant return to Final Fantasy XIV. Grab a drink, start your own game alongside, and let's hang. Do people still say that? God, I'm old. Yeah, I think people still do say let's hang or hang out, but I still feel weird saying it out loud. But yeah, that's the basic concept of me playing Final Fantasy. I am a touch sleepy today.
Yeah, it's cool. Bow ties are cool.
The plan is to eventually get to Man of Medan. But in the meantime, chill out time.
Bow tie. Get rid.
Bow ties are cool.
My entertainment value might not be the best that it usually is, but I have caffeine. Let's hang. What clothes? EC, welcome to chat. How's it going? Also, the usual, right? Tell me about your week. Tell me about your day. If you've triumphed in any single way, please tell me so we can pat you on the back. I stayed awake this week. What are we hanging on to? Each other for warmth, because it's cold outside. The world is cold and the night is cold and full of terrors, or whatever that famous Game of Thrones quote is. Yeah? Or like this stunning bra thing that this character is now wearing. It was so cold the last 2 mornings, that's true. Okay, so what the heck am I doing? I am playing this game off stream. I have been exceedingly honest about that fact. A very quick summary of what's happened in the story. I joined a cult. That's it. Basically, I went through and did a bunch of starter missions for the various city-states. You have Libsa, Limitsa, New Granania, and Uldar. There were various quests for each of those, and through those various quests, I was introduced to the Scions of the set. I feel like it's the Scions XIV. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn. And they were very taken with my ability to do all of these side quests for starting zones, and were like, come join our cult. And then I've joined our cult. So we're currently in the process of doing various jobs for these city-states, defeating primals, which are these big ancient entities that are summoned by beast people, and we're just getting along. There's an underlying theme, right? There's an underlying theme of the Empire being sort of sat in the background. You've motivated me to get out of my post-work slumber and sit back at my PC. Oh my god, they're coming, everybody, they're coming. Also, we've joined a free company, and I don't mean we haven't joined a free company. I've repurposed a free company from a previous character. We now are part of Double Dippers Unite, which is sort of like a sideline business of mine and Kirby's collab streams. Yeah, working alongside Twitch streamers RightBigChimken and Curiously Cuddly Encrypted. I don't intend to do much with this other than the fact that it serves to stop random people in Final Fantasy just repeatedly inviting me to join their free company. There are 3 members on it currently. 2 of them are me, and 1 of them is a friend called Wistan. Curvy will join eventually, I hope. I think. I don't want to be lonely in my own free company. Are they online right now? No, they are not. We are about to go and do this quest up here. I will do my best to keep up with the reading because there is a lot of it, and the freaking I have done so well. I'm sure there are other people out here that can sympathize with this, but I have not been skipping quest text. I am one of those terrible MMO players that skips quest text sometimes, especially when I'm not being watched by anybody. And I have read so many words in the last week. You have no idea. So many words, and they all have terrible, terrible accents. Oren, the Adventurers Guild representative for local levy quests at the Morabi Docks, is seeking an adventurer to undertake guild levy. So levy quests are a new thing that I was introduced whilst off stream. They're very repeatable, sort of like fetch quests. Sort of take this person here, do this for a lump sum of XP. It's how you can level up a bunch of your alternative classes and crafting. No, crafting classes? I think that might be a lie. Don't believe me on that one. Greetings, adventurer. I am Orawan, a representative of the Adventurers Guild. As the levy mate stationed here at the Morabi Docks, I'm responsible for assigning the various tasks that come in from the beleaguered locals. The work is not necessarily simple or safe, thus I would gauge the limits of your abilities by setting you a trial assignment. Take a moment to peruse the task outlined in this guild levy. Do you believe yourself up to the challenge? I do. I've got this. Most megalo crabs feed on fish they find in tidal pools or washed up on shore. There is a variety of crab, however, which prefers the flesh of man over that of marine life. These terrible wavekin are called big claws and must be put down before they injure any more of Candlekeep Key's residents. It is almost impossible, however, to distinguish a big claw from a normal megalo crab. That is, unless the core of a lightning elemental is used. When shocked, the shell of a big claw will turn red, making it an easy target. We have to go. Very well, let's see what you can do. Before you begin, I have a word of advice. Acquire some cores from the lightning sprites. Use the cores on the crabs, and you'll soon discover which creatures are the big claws. I need to go and get some lightning cores. Do I do that before I start the quest or after I start it? Deathliest catch? No, it must be up here. Oh, new experience. Look, I can do this now as well. Look at him! I called him Cluckington. Because why not? I couldn't think of a good chicken name. Not that Cluckington is bad, but I freaking love the Chocobo theme. So guild levies, that levy quest works slightly differently. You have to get to a specific area and activate them from the quest list. Initiate. Hey Chimken. Hey Cantex, how's it going? Have you gone back to ISV, Cantex, out of interest? I noticed Wizard and Time Lord have. I wondered if that was a thing you were planning to do. Sorry to just suddenly yell at you as you join. Not yell, but you know what I mean. All good? Good. Are you traveling again yet? Can't keep tabs on you. What about ISV? Have you rejoined ISV? Your home point is not set to an authorized in this area. If you return to your current home point anytime during the day, you will automatically abandon the duty. No! Oh, boo. Paris in November. Ah, that's exciting. I have never been to Paris. Yeah, I've never been. Might have taken a little bit of damage. No, not many playing on ISV. No, not playing on ISV this season. Too many rules. Ah, fair. That's fair enough. Yeah, they were. I was in a call with Wizard earlier today, and they were outlining all of the differences. They've made some big steps. But that's what the Frog and Chicken SMP service for, Cantex. We have no rules. The only rule is to have fun and don't belittle me. Oh my god, Chocobo theme. I freaking love the Chocobo theme, and I'm leaning forward in my chair when I play this game. You can tell when Chimken likes a game because he slowly gets closer to the microphone. to the point that I've been called out on it multiple times this week by Dolly. Are you getting louder? Yes, I am getting louder because I also have this boy. Look at him. Look at him, though. That is a large boy. On FNC soon. Cool. What can we... like... big. Him thick. This was a mount from the collector's edition of when this game relaunched. And I love him. And you can't... I don't think you can easily access him now. And he does a little wiggle when he jumps. Whee! Thank you. You go by. And now we try to initiate a second time. Initiate. So Wizard and Time Lord going on ISV soon? Yeah, no, they've already gone. I'm assured that they're still around, but they're on ISV. They have their own project to do. That's, you know. I will not be going back myself for the similar reasons to you. Most megalo crabs feed on fish. Feed on fish they find in tidal pools. Yeah, we read this. Initiate. The interesting thing about these repeatable missions is that you can up the difficulty and you get more of a reward. So it makes it very useful for leveling characters if you find one that's particularly easily repeatable. This one I don't think is going to be easily repeatable because I need to farm those additional items. Whoa! Kill you. Okay, that's fine. But how do I get a lightning core? Or can I just, like, kill them? Oh, that's one. I think I have to kill... Okay, I think I have to kill the lightning thing. I have to kill the lightning sprites and then it applies the effect automatically. That's one crab killed. That's got to be some sort of record. Can I just attack this other one now? Is it that easy? Go. It would probably help if I actually had my friend up. Thank you, Carbuncle. This one, I do not think is a big boy. Megalo crab leg. Okay, we need more lightning. We need more lightning. Up there. You. Dog, do not attack me. I have giant crabs to kill. Did like the handy shopping district in ISV? Very handy. Well, maybe in the future, one day, the Frog and Chicken, but I missed the adventuring. Maybe one day when the Frog and Chicken server grows to, we can have our own shopping district with currency and hookers and blackjack. That'd be fun. It's really hard to establish an economy on a private SMP because everybody's just so nice to each other. I thought that there was going to be like sparks of one when we relaunched the SMP this season, but it just doesn't. People are too nice. They're like, oh yeah, I've got all of these materials here, they are for free. True, but everything for free on FC is great too. It is. I need to report to R1. It's time to spin that wheel, everybody. What we got? Crown? Demi. Good. Yeah, it's good. I'm enjoying the SMP. I'm suddenly a lot more active on it, but I've finally got my head around not feeling guilty about not being active on it. So it's one of those things. Like me and Dolly, if you're new to chat, me and Dolly run our private SMP. There is a link in chat to the various members. I felt guilty about not playing, and the moment I didn't feel guilty, I started playing more. Which is odd. Complete the task, have you? Then you need to only collect your reward. I did it on the highest difficulty, and I felt like it was pretty quick. We got some pants, not relevant pants. You've performed admirably. I have no qualms about assigning you further work. With the Maelstrom warship under construction here, the military is eager to keep the dry dock safe and secure. They'd be glad to know a stalwart adventurer like you is around, cleaning up these problems one at a time. I'm just taking a break, got a bit of burnout playing too much. Hey, that's the one good thing about... Not the one good... It's the one good thing about streaming. There are no other good things about streaming at all. I have managed to achieve this really, really nice mental position where I can be like, okay, on stream, I'm going to play this and I'm going to play that. My burnout on games is diminished massively because I'm playing not so many, just I'm playing a variety, so it's harder to settle down. But there are people in the community that I've met since streaming that play Final Fantasy. I swear they like log it. Sorry, not Final Fantasy. I swear they log into Minecraft at like 9 o'clock in the morning and don't log out till 9 o'clock at night, and they do that every single day. And that's crazy to me. That amount of variety. This skiff is bound for the Wolves' Den. Might you care to join us? I do. I want to go there to free a dog. Why is this PvP? Is this PvP? This sounds like it's PvP. PvP, player versus player. Duty involves battles fought against other players rather than in-game creatures and incorporates an independent battle system with its own unique set of rules. I did not realize this was PvP. Yeah, I don't see how a streaming like GQ plays 10 hours a day on the same world. I would go mental if I played that amount of Minecraft. Life is Roblox. Life is not Roblox. I prided myself is the wrong word because I ended up really liking it. But for a long time, I was like, oh yeah, I'm never going to play Fortnite. Enjoyed Fortnite. Roblox is a thing that I've never experienced. I'm not sure. Was that an age thing? Is it targeted at a certain age of people? I just completely skipped it. Just got to send a message. One sec. Okay, I type quick, I type fast. Why am I in a PvP area again? I don't want to do PvP, I suck. Who are you? Burkoya. Well, the eclipse has started here, and there's an eclipse. Eclipse. UK. 2023, 14th October. It will not be visible in the UK. Enjoy your eclipse. I did not know this. I don't recall seeing your ugly mug around here before. You say that he sent you? He said he was sending a new wolf to the den. Bah, more like the runt of the litter, if you ask me. That's a bit harsh. Yeah, barely have fangs for honing. But I guess I'm feeling goddamn generous, so I'll throw you a bone. Start yourself off with the crystalline conflict. Them training bouts are made special for feckless adventuring types who can't tell sound strategy from a horse's ass. I still reckon it wouldn't be midday before you run home with your tail between your legs crying for your mum, but you can have a word with Lieutenant Gungi Zalungi if ye insist on giving it a go. Ye'll find him outside, assuming you can work up the nerve. And stand up straight, maggot. This ain't no place for a weak... for the weak of spine. This is all that they sent. Did they... I've been sent here to hand in a quest. Is that it? I have never done PvP in this game. You have unlocked the crystalline conflict. The grand companies of Eorzea established this new tactical exercise to strengthen their individual members' strategic capacity, outmaneuver other adventurers just like you in a match of wits to claim victory. Speak with Gungi Zalungi at the Wolves Den to learn more. No, that's entirely a new experience for me. But that does mean I can... What else have I got? The house that Death built. Let's go do the house that Death built. Sounds like a nice time. Speak with the Wood Whaler Expeditionary at Isom Har in the South Shroud. Ooh, a place I've never been. To Bent Branch Meadows. Very exciting. Okay, where's my tiny horse? There was a little back and forth happening in chat. Stop ruining my vacation and fight me for it. Stop trying to get me to get you. Stop trying to get me to let you beat me up. I'm your husband. Okay. I don't think that was actually people. I think that was NPCs. Well, I hope it was NPCs. Yep. And I've managed to jump into a tiny hole I can't get out of. Seriously? There we go. No, we're not going to establish the fact that I sing. Isn't the RP scene quite big in Final Fantasy? I have never RP'd in a game. I do not know anything about RPing in games. I know that it's very big in GTA, but that's because TikTok keeps showing me videos of people RPing in GTA. So if you say so. I lie. I know people. I lied. I lie. I knew people RP'd in World of Warcraft when I played it as well, but they had dedicated servers. Ride the giant chicken. Okay, what are we doing here? General quest. There's a dungeon. There's a place to go over here. Okay, plenty to do. What that dungeon is. Redeemed thy true form. I did not even slightly turn that on when I started streaming. 1 second. Oh, PC is taking a poo. 1 second. Bear with chat. You might get a bit of frame lag at the moment. Come on, minimize. There we go. Okay. Can you still see the game? Is it frame is all hell? It's not too bad. I can't help myself from singing this song. It awakens something deep inside of my soul, and I just want to bok. We're gonna work first time. Hey! It worked first time. There we go. 5 minutes on the clock. Go hand some frickin' quests in. Pick up some more quests while we're at it. How have I... There's an entire... Okay. Sure, it's fine. It's happening. People are fighting each other. Hello? Put your horse away. Speak to these people. Iana, our busker and druthers would have you slay fierce and beasts in her stead. You look to be a doty sort. Perhaps I could trouble you with a task. Also, hi, Kirby. Hope you're doing okay, Kirby. Recently, I shared a flagon with a merchant from Uldar who regaled me with tales of danger from the road. Worst of all, as she had it, was the ferocious beast that nigh gored her within an ilm of her life just when she thought she'd reached the forest's safe embrace. What manner of beast, you say? You'll not believe this, but it was an antelope. Yes, I doubted mine own ears when I heard the tale, but 'twould seem a most ill-tempered strain of the beast roams the lands south of the druthers of late. You might recognize them by the scars they bear from frenzied battles with man and fellow beasts alike. One last thing, I would give you this freshly made bowl of sparhawk egg soup to aid you in your battle. You may chuckle, but the spices contained within are known to sap the energy of these plant-eating beasts. Now go carefully and don't let those doe eyes lull you into a false sense of security. Are you at your PC now, Ziggy? Next Dale, you down, spill freely. Yep. And then we have an item that we can use over here from our quest thing. So when I get to the antelope that I have to kill, I have to eat some soup. Because I don't like soup. There's a person also stood in the back here. His name looks like Autopilot. Yeah, some key quest items, you can use them off the bar. That's all that's teaching me. Autopilot, please tell me a story of love. Autopilot wants you to cull the smallmouth orobon that have been decimating the river fish. That glint in your eye. You're no stranger to violence, are you? Got a job for a hard lass like he I have. Run along to the river's easter here and gut me 3 smallmouth orobon, will ye? They've been gobbling down all the fishies that Buscarron serves us for dinners, and we can't have that now, can we? Come back to me dirty up with fish guts and I'll see you treated like a proper druthers regular. This is Chimken establishing like a local pub, like I once did upon my youth. I used to go to a pub and be like, wow, this is my local now, it's coming in here all the time, and we never go back again. There's one, smallmouth orobon. I don't think there's much to say. Like, I would love to be one of those Twitch streamers that can give you like a real educational explanation of how my skills work on my skills bar down here. Other than the fact that the Arcanist absolutely slaps, there's not really much for me to say. I've got a standard rotation, I've got the skills that I use slightly less, that I've mapped to control so I can press these 2 bars independently of each other. They work. Yeah, they're good. It's good. If you're ever going to play Final Fantasy XIV, I highly recommend you give Arcanist a try. I had played it very early on, but they have changed a fair amount of how this game works. So I'm now I'm going back to old classes that I played once the game was new. And they're very, very different experience. Take care of the orobon, did ye? Reckon I'll be tucking into a bowl of river trout afore long then, or a nice bit of pike, perhaps. It's also the class that lets you train 2 classes at once. Somebody instructed me upon this earlier. I did not. I feel like I should have known this, but you and I might have talked about it. If there are any Final Fantasy XIV fans in chat, Arcanist is really useful for leveling multiple classes, because once you spec as a summoner, it also specs Scholar, so you always have an ability to be able to flex into a healer class if you like. So if you're going into this game and being like, I want to be ranged DPS, but maybe one day I might like to try healing, Arcanist is a really good one to start with, because you'll be, as long as you've got the gear, you'll be You'll be. To be or not to be, you know what I mean. Old Buscaron, you know, he's always done right by me no matter what I might have gotten up to you back in the day, so I don't take kindly to them as would make trouble for you even if they are fish. You seem like a trustworthy sort, and I can see you've got some skill from your work as a venturer. Let's see you put 'em to work for the old man, eh? Free shoes. Buscaron's brother seeks an adventurer aid in dashing a Kikirin hatch plot. Been taking me advice and putting your skills to work at the druthers, have ye? Now that's what I like to see from a strapping young lass. Well, tighten your bootstraps, because I've got another job for you. Was down in a pint at old Buscaron's finest the other day when I heard that the Kikirin are hoarding stashes of poison around these parts. Can't say for sure what they're up to, but it can't be nothing good. What say you take these 5 pots here and go blow up the whole bleeding lot? Okay, we're going to go commit genocide. Nice casual bit of genocide to start the stream. That's good. That's my face again. Some key items are used on areas rather than single target. So this is explaining how throwable spots work. So I don't have a skill that looks like this yet, but this is just, if I click here, I would throw the item to that position and it would cause that amount of area of effect. Okay. There's somebody else to speak to here. Where are you? I see it, hiding behind that wall. Yoan. Yoan wants you to check on the researchers surveying the ruins at Isomha. Hail, friend, would you fancy a flagon of ale or perhaps an adventurer? I can scarce believe my fortune. I was looking for someone who might assist me in checking on the welfare of a couple of regulars. To be precise, I'm looking for an expedition team poking around in the ruins of Isomha, due south of here. They usually turn up at the druthers every few days, covered in dust and hungering for a hot meal, but they've not been in for nigh on a week. Could well be that they've simply occupied with scholarly business, but they'd be running low on supplies by now, and that concerns me. Please pay them a visit at the ruins and see what ought's amiss. You're looking for one by the name of Iriel, by the way. I forgot the other one's name. Well, fine. We'll head down in this direction, that's okay. What a hole. Yep, that is definitely a hole. I'm sorry, but I must insist that you, an adventurer and rather a seasoned one words. Oh, an adventurer and rather a seasoned looking one besides. On the off chance you're... I'm so tired today. Let me just finish this. Monster, grant me your power. I'm sorry, but I must insist that you, an adventurer and rather a seasoned-looking one besides. On the off chance you're not simply here to gawp, perhaps you can lend us a hand. You see, despite the fervent protestations of those Duskrites over there, we cannot permit civilians within the ruins at this time. Capable men and women like you, on the other hand, are more than welcome. That is, if you've got the stones for it. Pray seek out the others stationed at Quarry Mill. They can appraise you of the details. Yes, may I help you with something? Yoan was concerned for our well-being. How positively sweet of her. But as you can see, we are both quite hale and decidedly not deceased. We did, however, encounter certain practical difficulties when a veritable legion of Chilgos burst forth from the depths of the pit. Your timing is impeccable, as we have only just succeeded in clambering out. In fact, since you are here, perhaps you might prevent a similar situation by slaughtering a number of the pests. Say 5 or so. That should be sufficient to frighten the rest of the brood back to the shadows below. Okay, the usual gotta fight group of things. Hello? What do you need? I'm getting so many quests in this area already. Roland Day seeks a helping hand in his examination of Isomha. Ah, you're an adventurer, are you not? Tell me, have you any experience in the field of relic hunting? I'm currently attempting to catalogue all of the artifacts in this area. You see, but I'm finding the task rather more time-consuming than I had initially anticipated. I'm all but convinced that we stand in what was once Gilmore's residential district. Alas, I have yet to recover a sufficiency of domestic objects to confirm my theory. Should you happen upon any such items while wandering the area, I would be most grateful if you'd bring them to me. Okay, we gotta go looting artifacts. We're like... Oh. We're looting. Yeah, we're looting. We're looting. Muddy pot shed. Apparently there's some artifacts in this tree. That's how, I'm quite sure that's how, not architecture. Archaeology. I know words. I don't think archaeology is this easy. Oh my gosh, a strange shadow. Okay. Why is it always bugs? It's not bugs, it's frickin' spiders, and I know that's a bug, but you know what I mean? Bigger Chigo? We killed a small Chigo, now we're killing a bigger one. These are more like mosquitoes. They've got the long bill. Even bigger Chigo. Is that it? Are we done? We're done. Okay, things are respawning in a circle as well, because I thought I picked this one up. I can see one further down the thing as well. My. That was marvelous work, adventurer. Many thanks. Perhaps now we might return to our research in relative peace. Oh, the ruins you can see down there are part of the ancient subterranean city of Gelmora. For Duskway Elizan, such as ourselves, it represents a valuable, unexpected opportunity to learn more about the settlement where our ancestors once dwelled. Yet, as fascinating as the ruins are, I do believe I have had my fill of the inside of that hull for the time being. At any rate, you can assure Yowen that the two of us, Ahem, particularly my brother, are quite well, and will soon be along to partake in Buscarin's finest meal and mead. So this is like an ancient elven city, and they are happy to discover it because it gives them some insight to where they've come from. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? I'm going to wait for chat to finish that line. Is that an international song that people remember? Where did you come from? Where did you go? Or was that UK? I'm not sure how international that band was. Let's go handle this quest before we move too far away. Back so soon? Are you quite certain you exercised the appropriate amount of care and delicacy in your search? These artifacts are hundreds of years. Oh, never mind. Show me what you found. See, I found one up a tree. They can't be that good. Yes, these are most certainly... Thank you, Cotton Eye Joe. There was a long pause. I was concerned. Hervey is another rich chatter of taste, I see. Yes, these are most certainly examples of Gelmoran tableware, judging by the shape and ornamentation. They appear to be cups of the kind once used to serve herbal infusions or possibly vegetable broth. Perfect. Sorry, I was away. It's fine. Do you know what the Cotton Eye Joe song is? The... Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton Eye Joe. 90s finest. God, how old is that song? You're gonna tell it. Cotton Eye Joe. Who sung that, and were they? Why am I thinking that that was a very English song? It's a traditional American country song. Huh. Apparently that's a famous. Apparently that's an American well-known song. I mean, it is a country. But I got that. But for some reason, I equated that song with, like, American 90s music. Not America, English 90s music. Now, mind, I've learned a thing now. Thank you, Wikipedia. Gridanians have long perceived my people as outcasts and brigands, yet if you are from Texas, you know that song? Fair enough. I'm not going to go into 2D, based off the... Maybe I just didn't think about it hard enough. I'm learning new things, chat. You proud of me? Gridanians have long perceived my people as outcasts and brigands, yet if we Dusterites can return a measure of prosperity to this fallen city, we would no longer need to resort to common theft or banditry in order to make ends meet. Imagine it. There are a few popular remakes of it, but I am rambling. Thank you for your help. Difficulty is I can't figure out which is the version I know without playing copyrighted music, which I'm not gonna do. Holy shit, look at the size of that antelope. This one. Chimken slaps. Look at him now, he died. Whoops. I'm sorry, antelopes. I might have just killed your dad. What's happening? I helped. You're welcome. Thank you, friend. Busker might come off as rough-hued to strangers, but I tell you, he'd be right devastated were anything to happen to one of his regulars. What's that? Iriel assures me that her brother is fine in Fettel as well. Why, I have not the slightest idea of whom she speak, nor why that would concern me. Humph. Oh, the bar lady's got a crush. You go there, you do this. Hello? The adventurers, merchants, and labourers that come here to partake in fine ale and fine company, the Druthers is like a second home, even an only home to the more unfortunate. We be fools not to avail ourselves of the protection of the wood whalers and the god's quiver, but there lies a special satisfaction in defending one's own home. You've done us all proud today, friend. You're welcome. I just killed some things. It wasn't a big deal. You can make it a big deal if you want. Ina seeks an adventurer to gather the offerings necessary for a local custom. This tavern is sheltered by the shroud, imparting a sense of peace and tranquility to all within. It is for this reason, as much as Bascaron's ale and yarns of adventure, the wayfarers from across the realm find respite at these tables. But the protection of the forest is not to be taken for granted. No, we must respect the honors. We must respect and honor the trees. Only in doing so will they do the same for us. And so I would ask you to perform a simple task. You are to make an offering to one of the forest's fallen guardians. Not far from here lie the withered remains of a treant who perished protecting the forest it so loved. Obtain the umbels of 4 antelope. Obtain the umbels of 4 antelope does and 2 freshly plucked ked trap petals, then place them before the treant. After the offering has been made, kneel and bow your head in deference. I can't promise you that when you arise you will do so with a newfound understanding of the significance of my words. See, I joined a cult and now I'm off to do black magic in the woods. It's a good old time, Final Fantasy. Antelope, I killed your dad, now I've got to kill you. I'd love to tell you that I'm sorry, but I'm not. You look like a snack, so we're going to eat you. Go get him, Carbuncle. As one does. That's 3 antelopes. I need 1 more antelopes up there. No, that's the flower creatures. Come on. That's all the petals. Now I need an antelope. Where would I find an antelope? Kirby, if you're still in chat, I'm inviting you to the free company. I see antelopes. Oh my gosh, Kirby has joined the free company chat. Carbuncle punching that dude in the face. Where are we going? Stash Saboteur. Gotta go up here and kill some Kakirin. Whatever a Kakirin is. I accepted before I heard you say that. You know, you gotta join a guild called Double Dippers Unite. That just says it all, doesn't it? I will also, whilst we're at it, promote you to officers. There is one other person in the guild called Wistan. They are a personal friend from real life. They have come back to the game just recently themselves, so I invited them to the free company. Be nice to them. They're a good boy. Unless they're watching this, and if they are watching this, they're not a good boy. They're terrible. Real life, what's that? I've got real life friends. Sometimes I even socialize with them. Am I ever not nice? Well... Now you're fine. They also enjoy deep fried beige food, so we'll all get on really well. And make believing like this guild is actually going to function like an actual guild, because I doubt it will. So if you're watching me stream right now and you're on the Odin server on the light, like I'm in the light. I can't remember the technical term. Odin is the world. Light is the data center. Yeah. Use your next words wisely. Okay. I'm ready. What am I saying? What am I saying? Did I say something bad, or are you going to ask me a question? Where's the music gone? There it is. Autopilot. That's not his name, but we'll stick with it. The poison stashes are no more, you say. Good lass. Your next point will be on me. Were it my druthers, I'd grab those Kakirin one by and string them up by their ratty ears, but old man Buscaron won't have none of that. Says each battle we forgo now saves us one down the road, and to tell the truth, I'm starting to come round to his ways. Thinking I'm lagging a bit, sounded like you were going to say I was not nice. Oh, you're fine. Kirby's nice, everybody. If I have given you the impression that Kirby isn't nice, I apologize. Kirby, Curiously Cuddly Cryptid is, on a scale of 1 to 10, Curiously Cuddly Cryptid is a solid 9.3 on the good person scale. They wouldn't be my mod. They wouldn't be like respected. They wouldn't be my mod if I didn't like them. If they weren't nice. Like if you ate babies as a sideline business, you wouldn't be my mod. This is where Kirby reveals they eat babies. I'll take it. Okay, good. Are they? You don't eat babies, do you, TC? Just to confirm. Why does it always come back to cannibalism and eating? Yeah, I feel like cannibalism comes up a lot on this channel, and it's weird that it's happened once, let alone the multiple times that I keep bringing it up in conversation. Please don't judge me. 5 minutes till an ad. Oh, look at him. He's a big tree. Where are you pointing to? Oh, I need to kneel. I'm not going to have to... He's not going to be summoned and I'm going to have to fight this thing, am I? I did not. Also, I'm running everywhere still. I can summon a chocobo. I know I'm not singing in tune, but I only got this today, so you have to let me get the little bit of singing out of the way. I will eventually stop singing every time I summon my chocobo. But Cluckington needs to be serenaded. Should I be able to be on this in here? Why did I assume that... Okay. The secret is this is just you slowly letting us get used to the idea that you're a cannibal. I am not a cannibal. Ah, yes, the forest, that famous forest game, was loosely based on my life. You have placed the offering as I asked. I thank you. I better not be getting a cold. Since I've gone live, I feel so congested. If I'm getting a cold, dicks will be ripped. The tree. How do you pronounce that? Treant? I'm reading it like Trient, like Lord of the Rings. Maybe it's just dusty. It is. We're doing like, we're massively late, but it's like a spring clean tomorrow. We're gonna hoover all the rooms and move a bunch of stuff, and it needs to be done with everything that's been going on in real life this month. This year, we've not kept out with the house cleaning, which is very easy to do, but I highly recommend that you just keep everything shipshape and tidy as best you can, because I'm now in a position where there's going to be so much tidying to do tomorrow. The treant you have honored was not always withered, thus unable to bear the changes racking the forest in the wake of the calamity. It lost all trace of vibrant life, wasting away in its current haggard appearance. You adventurers may see treants as little more than overgrown adversaries, but many of us local folk revere these creatures as guardians of the woods. It is nature's way we tend to those who once tended to us. Should we forsake our protectors now, then ourselves will be forsaken when their protection is needed once more. That's nice. That was almost wholesome. Repair my gear. Oh shit, okay. Repair my gear. Whilst we're here, we're going to take this opportunity to show off the other transmogs that I did before we got to this point. So I would like to introduce you to I can't do glamour plates here. I can't do glamour. Okay, somebody remind me to show off my other glamours when I get to that. I think it's over here. I'll be able to do that next. Show off my sexy outfits. 36 seconds till an ad. Red belly hive keeper. If I was a lower level, I bet you guys would be real scary. But I'm not. I could click that and have to fight them, but I'm not gonna. A whole new town. With so many freaking quests to do. Holy shit, okay. Holy, we're gonna be here a while. Touch this. Ad starting. Well met, adventurer. I take it you have come to learn more of the recent happenings at XIV. The site is of interest owing to Gelmora ruins, Gelmora being an underground city which predates Gridania, in case you were unaware. Any road, a few days past, we received reports from several anthropogiographers that a magical gateway of some sort had appeared in the ruins, and that all manner of creatures were coming and going through it. My men and I were among the first to examine it, and well, it's hard to explain. We crossed the threshold into a set of corridors we'd never seen before, and then suddenly each and every one of us was filled with an inexplicable sense of dread. It was all I could do to take even a single step. According to Unakota, who accompanied us, the ruins are warded with powerful magics that sap the spirits and ether of all who enter, rendering them easy prey for the creatures within. Thankfully, we managed to devise a solution: aetherpool arms and armor, which safeguard and channel the wielder's energies that might withstand the ruins' magics. Unfortunately, it does little to prevent us from losing our way, though it beggars belief. Every time we have dared to venture into the ruins, we have found the path to be changed. We suspect this too may be the work of an unfathomably powerful mage. Needless to say, something strange is afoot, and traditional tactics are not likely to suffice. Even experienced adventurers will need to proceed with caution. In any event, if you believe you have what it takes to brave the ruins and discover what secrets lie in the deepest depths, you need but say the word. Expeditionary. Palace of the Dead, you may enter solo or in a party of up to 4 players. When speaking with the Wood Whalers Expeditionary Captain, you'll be given an option to enter with either a fixed party or a match party via the matching system. Players will start at level 1 regardless of their current class or job level. Furthermore, only... Hi TLB! Only 8th Pull arms and 8th Pull armor may be used when inside the Palace of the Dread. Each floor of the Palace of the Dead is randomly generated, including the placement of enemies, treasure coffers, and traps. Further details can be had by speaking with the Wood Whaler Expeditionary Captain. That's a thing that I didn't know existed. That is a procedurally generated dungeon within this game. Curiouser and curiouser. Palace of the Dead is fun and cool way to level other classes. Okay. I didn't know that existed. I'm beginning to think when I played this privately before, I missed 3/4 of the content. Yeah, I knew there was a quest up here. I knew I wasn't going mad. Wilfric. Good old Wilf. He's my bezzy mate. Wilfric of the Wood Whalers seeks an adventurer to root out poachers who have holed up in Quarry Mill. Bloody scofflaw, he'll not escape the Wood Whalers' justice. You, adventurer, one of those loathsome poachers, has fled into the village and hides under our noses as we speak. You are to join the search effort at once. That's an order. You're really telling me I just have to rummage around in this place until I find... Okay. Well... Yeah, there he is. Hi, you're not subtle at all. Don't hurt me, I beg of you. I swear on my life I never meant to do no wrong, but what with my brother sick and starving, when they promised me money for medicine, what else was I to do? You have me word, from this day forth I'll earn my coin by honest work or not at all. You'll show me mercy just this once, won't ye? The 12 bless you, gentle soul. You didn't give me an option? The game answered for me. They weren't like, do you arrest this poacher? To be fair, there's a lot of content. I'm beginning to get that feeling. I'm scared, Kirby, for my... I'm scared. For my sanity. Come on, I did my come on, I said... The day I reinstalled this, in a private conversation with Curiously Cuddly Cryptid, I was like, I'm going to be level 30 by the end of the week. And they scoffed at me. They were like, nah, you're not going to do that. Check it out. With an entire day to go, I am level 31. Here comes max level. The poacher escaped. Inexcusable. I should have known better than to... Don't be scared, it's a wonderland of opportunities. A wonderland of opportunities. So many, in fact. I will show you something after this. The poacher escaped inexcusable. I should have known better than to entrust such a task to an adventurer. Those who defy the elementals will be served justice, or we shall all pay the price. You do well not to forgive this. Okay. Ding! Level 32. Okay, guys, look at this. Look at this, guys. Look. Where is it? There we go. Plates. It works. I can dress up as the whole chicken. Because this is my standard adventuring outfit, right? This is, like, slightly more defensive. I can stand up as a big... fat chicken instead. I can go the full body chicken experience. But also, we have this one, which is the one I'm wearing now. But party time, right? Party time. We're prepared. It's so secret that I've added it to the end of the line and not the beginning like these ones. It's so secret. It's literally just a bikini. I don't know why I'm so happy with that, but I am. Alternatively, the one I do like is... Can I not? Oh, I'm not an armor. There's a pair of glasses that I've got as well that look really good instead of the chicken head. But this is what we're going for currently because it shows off my ripping six-pack. Sexy, sexy. You know it. Let's get started with these billion freaking quests here, maybe. Daedra. Daedra of Quarry Mill would invite you to live a farmer's life for a day. Welcome, friend. Many of your kind come to Quarry Mill seeking a respite from the hardships of adventuring. Might you care to put your troubles aside for a day and live the farmer's life? Old Forks in the orchards to the north has quite a harvest on his hands this year, and knowing him, he'd be much obliged for a helping hand. Okay, that's one quest. Cuthbert. Not enough people in real life are called Cuthbert. There, I said it. I like Cuthbert as a name. If you would like to name your firstborn Cuthbert, please do. And to your significant other, you can be like, a guy on the internet told me to name him Cuthbert, so here he is. Mr. Cuthbert? No. Why would you call a baby Mr. Cuthbert? Cuthbert of Quarry Mill, 6 year aid. In the days before the calamity, my grandfather was... Don't pretend like you're writing that down. I know of all the people in this chat right now, I know that you're not having children. In the days before the calamity, my grandfather was village elder of Bowbury. We tried God's be good. We tried to reclaim his home, but to no avail. Passed away last year, he did. With his last breath, he spoke of a family heirloom, an axe passed down for generations. Now those red belly horsehunds use it to split wood, mocking us all the while. The 12 take me if I allow those bastards to besmirch my grandfather's memory any longer. You'll bring it back for me, won't you? Gotta go rescue an axe. It might be a future fur baby name, you don't know. True. Very true. I did not consider that. I don't like... What animal could you call Cuthbert? I don't think Cuthbert is a cat's name. Forsator seeks your aid in reclaiming. It's a. I would name not a raccoon, a ferret. I would totally have a ferret called Cuthbert. It sounds like a bird's name. I could see that. Also seeks your aid in reclaiming a village from a band of outlaws. Mayhap you've heard the tales, but the place they call Red Belly Hive wasn't always a wretched nest of scum and villainy. In the old days, it was home to a hamlet called Bowbury, where Hjör and Elizen alike lived in a life of peace. That was before the calamity came and all hells broke loose. Those red-belly horsehunds moved in when the villagers fled, and they've had their run of the place ever since. It is our hope to win the village back, but the red bellies are no common outlaws. They're ready. They read our every move from the Mams way. That's where you come in. What say you enter the wasp's nest and take the sting out of those bastards? Bum bum bum. Okay, we still have more quests to pick up. So this area is lighting up like a Christmas tree, and there's even more down here. I'm sure it's fine. Balin of the Wood Whale is at Quarry Mill, seeks an adventurer to help him settle the score with some poachers. Greetings, adventurer. Perhaps you have heard, but these forests have fallen prey to a band of poachers. They litter the ground with dastardly snares, caring not whit for the innocent, small animals and travellers alike, caught in their vile clutches. I'm forbidden to leave my post, but perhaps you could scour the area and see to any ghastly steel moors that you encounter. Be careful, the poachers themselves may be lying in ambush, awaiting their prey. Is there anybody else? No, you don't count. Okay, apparently there is. Neil the levy mate. Oh, we know this. This is just a person asking for another levy quest. I'm not reading that. It's flavor text about doing, like... It's all heavily repeatable. I'm going to rest my throat for a couple of seconds instead of speaking to this guy that's just giving me information that's not usable. And that's the story I'm sticking to. I would like to go and do something very quick, because I've just realised what level I am. I can advance my story quest, or my class story quest. And I'm wondering if it's unlocked now. No, still not there. Where do you train to be a summoner then? Where do you train to be a summoner? XIV. Once you have met the level requirements, go to the Arcanist Guild of Limpser and complete the level 30 Arcanist quest. I've done this. After the quest, complete the quest to become a summoner will unlock, which will grant you this. I guess I've just not proceed. I need to go and do something. I don't think I've got far enough in the game story, and I'm just getting bogged down in something else. Before I do all of these side quests, that's going to give me a reasonable amount of XP, right? We're going to get on and continue some of the story, because this is all sort of like supplementary. Somebody's crafting right in my periphery, and it's making lots of noises. Journal? Yes. We want to do... We don't want to do you. Ignore all this for a second. Pretend we didn't just spend the last 15 minutes clicking all of those goddamn quests. Woods will be done. Let's freaking go! It's another chocobo ride! Dun 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 dun! Dun da 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 dun dun da da. Chimken tried to make this stream sound like you could just chill out and listen to it, but has been singing it a bunch all the way through. And if that's gonna ruin anybody's chill, it's probably that. So don't come at me. TLB, thank you for the hydrate. Do not come at me for my beautiful singing voice. Dun, dun, na, 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 na. Hang on. Who are you? Did you do the Smith quest at level 15? Just curious. I did not. I'm gonna go back and do some of the crafting stuff a little later on, all in one hit. I should go and do mining, because mining is the easiest to harvest stuff as you walk around. I've just not got around to doing it yet. I could be mining whilst going around between all of these areas and just getting resources, but I haven't been, and that's probably bad. Nedrick has a tantalizing bit of information to share. No, it's not smithing, it's from the Smiths. The Smith quest at level 15. I don't know which quest you mean then. Probably. If there was an open quest in an area that I could pick up, I picked it up. Hail adventurer, you wear the expression of one who seeks new battlegrounds to hone your burgeoning skills. Do not ask how Nedrick knows, he simply knows. Now tell me, are you perchance familiar with the sunken temple of Khan? I will not hold it against you if you're not. The ruins only surface when the calamity split the ground asunder. After all, any road, it's a popular destination these days for adventurers looking for new frontiers to explore. If you're keen to join them, why not make the journey to the southern Thanlan and visit the temple for yourself? What with the many dangers that lurk within, the immortal flames are keeping close watch over the place, but a Lalafell by the name of Bivimu should be able to offer you passage. Bivimu. I don't want to look at that right now. Go away. We're doing story. Stop trying to change the subject. There is one standing in the drowning wench. It gives you a good set of armor that I think you wear for a while. That's fair. I mean, it rings a bell. But if I go to Limpsa, all of those quests I did on first hit. Basically, I go into an area, pick up all of the quests, work through them, finish them, move on to the next area. I try not to pick up and move on. This probably also explains why I'm 10 levels for the zone that based off where I am in the story, I'm 10 levels ahead of where I should be. because Chimken is very quick. Chimken quick. Come on. Welcome, Rita Bake. Lady Minfilia awaits you within. This is the leader of the cult that I was talking about. Look at her. Try and get some good screenshots for the thumbnails. Welcome back. It seems like you wasted no time putting your skills to work. How do I know? Why, the recruitment office called to regale me with the tale of your heroics. The pride in his voice was palatable. We Scions are truly fortunate to have you with us, Rita Beg. Now, when we last spoke, I said I wanted you to meet some friends, did I not? Well, I neglected to mention that you have already met. Chitaru, please show them in. Oh god, that look on that face. I'm sorry, there's going to be a lot of button pressing right now. This way, sirs. It's Biggs and Wedge. I like Biggs and Wedge. Final Fantasy games, there's generally a character called Sid, but there's generally also a character, two characters called Biggs and Wedge, so they generally have a lot of character development around them because people watch out for them. Thanks again for getting us out of that mess. We owe you our lives. But I don't think we've properly introduced ourselves. I'm Biggs. And I'm Wedge. Godsman, spit it out, will you? Wedge, at your service. I'm pleased to say that Biggs and Wedge will be staying with us for a while. Magitech-driven contraptions such as airships grow ever more vital to the city-states of Eorzea. As a neutral party, it was judged that we Scions should serve as the keepers of this technology. Of course, for this we needed the knowledge of experts, and so we requested the assistance of Garlond Ironworks, who very kindly sent us two of their finest engineers. Our happy family continues to grow. On behalf of the Scions, I bid you welcoming to the Waking Sands. That fucking helmet. Oh dear. And I count myself blessed to have been... I didn't read that first, but I apologise. And I count myself blessed to have been this chance to stand with you all and fight for the future of the realm. Never have I ever known such fulfillment, such happiness. This would make... That last message would have made a lot of sense had I actually read the beginning. It just this face, right? This face is absolutely brilliant, and I'll tell you why. It'll work in two ways, right? There'll be cutscenes that are super duper serious, and then there'll be a pan, and then it'll just be this face looking back at them, and it's just so goddamn funny. But at the same time, there's just all sorts of it's the Johnny Appleseed eyes. $11 out of 10. I mean, I can't take responsibility for it, but I will utilize it to my best ability. Minfilia. This is the quest that I need to do to advance my personal story. I've just had that confirmed by the internet. Minfilia needs you to investigate the sylphs.
Now, having set aside the formalities...
Yes, so when this game launched, a lot of the characters didn't have voice acting at all, and they've added it over time. Every once in a while, you'll go from a bit where it's like, oh yeah, you have to read the text, to suddenly voice acting, and it always throws me off.
We have a favor to ask of you. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
Also really refreshing because I don't have to read for a couple of minutes.
We have conducted a study at the behest of the Order of the Twin Adder. Papalimo, Ida, a synopsis if you would.
Our task was to survey the behavior of the Sylphs, a beast tribe indigenous to the Twelveswood.
Oh, how to describe them. They look like gisselcreens, floating ones, that worship the primal Ramu.
Ahem. Though technically a beast tribe, Sylphs are blessed with a comparatively personable demeanor, conducive to peaceful communication.
They're monster people, but they're nice monster people because they're nice.
Offering us an invaluable opportunity to learn what the beast tribes know of the primals.
While Ramu's existence is well documented, the Sylphs do not, or perhaps cannot, summon the primal any longer, insofar as can be ascertained, until such time as we know. It would be unwise to assume that the threat posed by the primal has passed.
Which leaves Gridania with the added worry of not knowing what they should be worrying about.
In that regard, they are hardly alone. What we can say with absolute certainty is that Gridania has its hands full fending off Garuda.
What I didn't say was, before I joined this cult, no, whilst joining this cult, sort of like crossing over with the point where I joined this cult, they sent me on a mission to do some research into another one of the beast tribes, which ended up summoning Ifrit, a giant flame-breathing primal. It was a boss that I had to fight, and based off my previous experience from playing this game, you will have to fight each of the primals, and imagine the primals being like... I think most people understand the basic concept of raiding in like dungeons, raids, and so on in MMOs, but dungeon, 4-person team, going through a dungeon. Generally, there's a little bit of story, but usually it's about, okay, you fight this boss, you go to this part of the dungeon, you fight that boss, you go to the end, you kill the final boss, and you get a different tier of loot. So there's like PvE loot, there's dungeon loot, and then there's raiding loot. Raids are significantly more people. Similar concept to dungeons. There's a little bit of lore that goes alongside the same dungeon, but it's basically turns like a 4-man dungeon into like a 40-person raid. I don't know off the top of my head the player capacity of raids in this game. I feel like it was 40 in World of Warcraft. I can't remember. It's been a while since I played, but Final Fantasy XIV is slightly different. So as part of that, you've got that same loop, but alongside PvE dungeons raids, you also have primal fights where throughout the game you will come across these giant, not always necessarily evil monsters that you have to fight, and you go in as a 4-man team to fight them, and it's oddly interesting. But we did Ifrit. I might, after this quest, queue for Ifrit so I can show you what the first example was. It doesn't hurt for me to do it again, and I can be doing other stuff at the same time. In that regard, they are hardly alone. We heard this.
Who, I need hardly remind you, is among the most savage and terrible of all known primals.
In short, it is essential that we approach the Sylphs in as diplomatic a manner as possible. Words and actions can be misconstrued. The only sure way to communicate our intentions is the echo.
The Echo is a superpower that these characters, as part of this cult, have, and which is why I was invited. It's not really a cult. It's like an adventuring team. I need to go to the toilet. It snuck up on me. I'll be right back. This is going to be a very odd segue, right? This is going to be a very odd segue, but I learned a thing, and whilst I'm thinking about it, sometimes Chimken has to get up and go to the loo very urgently. And it's not because I'm an old man. It's because, or at least it was a TikTok that Dolly watched and then sent it to me, and it was one of those moments where I was like, wow, I'm in this video. Apparently, autistic, ADHD, people on that sort of spectrum have a tendency to not go to the toilet until literally the last second. Like, the average person will go when they feel the urge to pee, or like on a schedule, for want of a better word. Like, oh, I should probably go to the loo before I do this, blah, 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 blah. I have this really bad tendency to leave it till last second, so it's almost an apology to chat. Sometimes I have to get up and immediately go. But it's an interesting thing. I did not realize that that was a... I did not realize that was a thing that people did, like put it off, and apparently I put it off, so good times, learning experience. Why I'm sharing with chat my pee habits, I can't take it back now. Nobody clip any of that. Yeah, because we're not as in tune with our needs, same reason why we can forget to eat and drink other stuff. That's the story I'm sticking to. Next time Dolly tells me off for being dehydrated, I'm going to be like, yeah, but I'm neurodivergent. That's probably the reason, which at this point, I'm so chronically dehydrated all the freaking time. I say it like I'm proud of it. I'm not, but I've tried so hard to drink water on a regular basis. I've drunk more water since Twitch streaming because Twitch chat is telling me to hydrate all the time.
Winning the Sylph's favor may well bring us a step closer to mitigating the threat of the primals. Will you help us? I am grateful.
Lovely.
On cue.
Well, as much as I'd like to help, I'm afraid I would be of little use to anyone in Gridania. A veritable babe in the woods.
That is not a reason to be chronically dehydrated, you big walnut.
I mean, thank you for the sub. I appreciate you, Dolly. You are the light of my life. But I think it is, and I think chat will agree with me. Yeah, that's one of my better subscription messages, I will say. It's almost as if Dolly can hear me and is potentially watching. They're on to me, chat. Everybody run and hide. Otherwise, every neurodivergent person would be like that. True.
Ida and Papalimo, however, should be able to see the forest for the trees. Is that not so, Minfulia?
Indeed. You are willing?
Leave it to me.
Us, Ida, us!
Well, I'm not going to apologize. I try my best. I can only do my best, and sometimes my best simply isn't good enough when it comes to proper, like, coordination of consumption of fluids and pissing on the regular. Which still, I do apologize for. I don't know why I suddenly spun off into an explanation about that. Hi, Dolly's looking at me through the door ominously. She got a knife. He sat in the door going along a knife. There's quests to pick up. Attack Chimken. Do it. That one. Quick, drink your water. I will have you know, since I've been live in the last hour and a half, I've drank 2 cans of Fanta and an entire 500ml can of Monster. There's water in fizzy drinks, right? Right? We know far too little of the Sylphs to lay any worthwhile plans. We must call upon the Scions once more if we are to... Is any of that water, though? This is the question. Yes, now we are reading cans. There is carbonated water in Fanta, I will have you know. I'm not sure what the difference between water and carbonated water is. Contains a source of phenylalanine. I somehow doubt there's that much water in... Again, Monster contains carbonated water as well. You're not getting dehydrated, but is drinking sugar water better than straight water? That's actually sugar-free, because I try not to drink sugary sodas. As much as, again, public service announcement, as much as I drink Monster on the channel on a regular basis, it's sugar-free. I mean, not all Monster is sugar-free, but this is a sugar-free brand. Oh, not brand, type, because if I drank the amount... You've watched me. Chat, you've watched me. The amount of sodas that I drink at the beginning of streams and, like, throughout streams, if all of them were full sugar, not only would I be as big as a house, but I would be as high as a freaking kite. I would die. You would see a heart attack on stream. Nobody wants that. Beg pardon, 'tis a terrible habit of mine to talk loud, but tell me what brings you to the Adder's Nest? Hand in the quest. I've also got a hair in my mouth. We come in peace, but we'll be leaving in pieces. Well, if it isn't Private Chimken reporting for duty, what is this accent that I'm doing? That's the zeal I like to see from an enterprising young serpent. Morning, Commander. Sorry to disappoint you, but other business brings us here today. Ida and Papolimo, always a pleasure to see the two of you. My men tell me you quest in the name of the Signs of late. Quite so, Commander. A little bird told us that the Twin Adder was in need of our adventuring prowess. Your little bird sings true. No doubt you've heard that we're investigating the Sylphs, that curious beast tribe that calls the depths of the Twelveswood home. These Sylphs are, for the most part, a peaceable bunch, much to the delight of the Elder Seer, who has no desire to see her people embroiled in yet another fruitless war. That's a good one. Come on, get in the shot, Papolimo. There we go. Sorry. The Twin Adder is the same mind, and 'tis precisely for this reason that the Sylph's relation to the primal Ramu has raised a flag of warning amongst our ranks. Friendly as they may appear, beastmen will be beastmen. Should there be even a sliver of a chance that the summoning of the primal might disturb the balance between the Gridania and the Sylphic tribes, it is a possibility we cannot ignore. Better to be safe than sorry, indeed. Yes, indeed. Do we strike at Ramu or leave the Sylphs to their own ways? That is the question, yet I find myself lacking ample knowledge to arrive at an answer. Opinions abound within Gridania, but to listen to only to one's own is among the greatest mistakes a commander can make. I would hear from the other side, the Sylphs themselves, and seek an impartial party to serve as my liaison. That is where you science come in. The Sylphs of Little Solace remain untempered and have held many a productive dialogue with our people. I would hear the candid thoughts on their tempered brethren. That said, I urge you to exercise due caution. Sylphic tradition and etiquette bear little resemblance to our own. It would not do to have any cross-cultural faux pas get in the way of our productive parley. En route to Little Solace, you will come upon the Hawthorn Hut. Our officer station there can enlighten you as to how to win the Sylph's favour. May your expedition be a worthwhile one. We're on this. The lighting in this room is horrendous, but we're on this. A friendly palaver with the Sylphs. This should be a pleasant enough diversion. The Hawthorn Hut, was it? Why, I believe the ferry departing from West Shore Pier should take us straight there. A friendly palaver indeed. I hope this will be as straightforward as you say, Papolimo. Nod. Nod. Yes. Okay, so now, entirely... Whoa, whoa. If I go to Limpsa, there are so many like quests upon quests upon quests going on. But if I go to Limpsa, yay! More quests. I see. I can unlock Summoner. Oh my god, there's a pig helmet now. Oh my god. Completely unrelated, but I'm sorry. You see me long pausing and going very quiet when I'm taking little things like that. Totally screenshot worthy. What a variety of people. Sun's out as well. That's nice, because it does rain in this game sometimes. We there yet? We're almost here. Now I think I'm going to hide this, because we're going to pick all of this up afterwards. I want to focus on unlocking Summoner and potentially Scholar to level alongside. Guildmaster. Huben. This is unlock Summoner. I will be able to summon Ifrit, and I will get a stone that allows me to summon... Nice. Acting Guildmaster Thub. However you pronounce that name, I'm not going to try and murder it. Has news of a task which might interest you. Greetings, Rietabeg. It is well you have come, but we have an intriguing matter to discuss. A request has come to our guild from the Sons of Saint Koinak, an organization of some of the finest minds in Eorzea, and they have asked for you by name. It appears that the research the Sons are currently conducting would benefit from the assistance of an Arcanist, specifically one who has had the tempering experience of defeating the primal Ifrit. Though I must admit to some curiosity as to how these scholars knew the extent of your heroic exploits, I suppose the source of their knowledge is of little relevance. If you would answer the request, then you will find your contact, a researcher by the name of Yematera at Apalaku Falls in the nation of Gradania. And alternatively, right? And alternatively, this will allow me to become a scholar. I'm going to pick this up now. Rietabeg, you have any interest in history? If so, I would share with you an opportunity to study the ways of the ancients. A curiously refined and well-read marauder visited the guild the other day in the hopes he might meet an arcanist of exceptional skill. He claims that the assistance of one such individual would be invaluable. The success of his archaeological research may, I say, claims because, despite his eloquence, the thought of a marauder with an academic ambition still strikes me as odd. You are, of course, free to formulate your own opinions. His name was Alka Zolka, and he can be found at the Marauders Guild should curiosity overwhelm you. So, I gotta go to a mysterious person to learn how to summon an Ifrit, which is a version of a primal I've already defeated, or go to the Marauders Guild. Part of me wonders if he wants to people to learn to become a scholar because it's a healer and they're Marauders, so they want people to like learn how to heal them. I don't know, but we're gonna do this one first because this is gonna be our main sticky point. This will be the one we keep. And we're off. New adventure, new superpowers, whole new Chimken, whole new game. Final Fantasy, what are we on? An hour and 45 already? Holy shit. I still don't know if I'm going to switch to Man of Medan yet because Chimken is sleepy. But if you're enjoying my content today and aren't following, I would really appreciate the follow because it just proves that I'm doing something correct. Otherwise, That's it. That's my little bit of promotional. I'm just going to keep going and go learn how to summon a fire monster. Kind of super excited about it. Because I did ninja on my other character and it opened up all sorts of other opportunities, so... Hello. Master of the Rolls. Oh, this is... You can come... Yeah, you can come here and buy various themed hats. I could be a giant chocobo creature, but we're not going to do that. Nothing. You are RightBigChimken, I assume. Well met, and thank you for coming. My name, as you have obviously surmised, is Yamitra. Yamitra? I'll go with Yamitra. I am a member of the Sons of Saint Koinak, as is a Chilean order that seeks the lost knowledge of the Allagan Empire. And in that regard, we have recently made a singularly important discovery at our dig site in Mordona. We salvaged from the ruins a set of ancient texts describing the existence of a sect of Allagan mages known as summoners. These were arcane practitioners said to have the ability to siphon the essences of the primals and manifest their stolen energy as a biddable ally known as an EG. Should we succeed in resurrecting such arts, then we might well hold in our hands the power to bring this age of conflict to an end. There is, however, as there always must be, one monumental obstacle to realizing this reality. In order to manifest these obedient incarnations of the Beastmen's savage deities, one must first defeat a primal and capture its etheric essence. Thus, only one who can boast such a daunting achievement under her belt may even begin the path of becoming a summoner. Do you understand now why I called upon you? So I've killed Ifrit, so that means I can become a summoner. If you wish to contribute to my research, then come to me in the west of Burgot Strike in southern Thanalan. There shall we conduct a ritual summoning, the austerities of flame. Gonna do this. Let's go. I'm really excited. Holy shit, that's in the middle of goddamn nowhere. Okay. We have got a fair ways to go. Holy butts. But I want to do this. This is 100% a priority. If we go out to Thanalan, getting these unlocked is really important because the more I level them up, or the more I have them unlocked, they level together. Even if I'm using the damage one, the healer will level up at the same time. So the sooner I get them unlocked and leveling, and all of this XP that I'm getting makes sense. I say that like I didn't learn that today. That was news to me. I was watching a streamer called MX_Fee. I will shout them out because they are Brill. MX_Fee. MX_Fee. If you're not already following them, I have shouted them out before. Please go and give them a follow. They are an absolutely lovely person. But yeah, I was watching them. They play Final Fantasy XIV as well. Bought me some things in chat. Is that a tiny elephant? That is a tiny... That's a tiny elephant. I don't know. That's a tiny pink elephant. Okay. This game I played like, oh god, what was it called? Arcade Korean MMOs. They have really weird pay to win shit sometimes. Not pay to win, just really odd cosmetics that you'd look at and go, why is this in the game again? Final Fantasy walks this strange little line of like, that's interesting that that's included. I am dressed up as a chicken. That's cool. It's not too out there, but every time I see it, my brain's like, yeah, this makes me happy. Okay, I need to go that way. Get on your tiny... No, get on your horse. I'm so sorry. Really hard. I would love to get like a running animation of this, but I don't have 4 hands. I would have to hold the mouse in this position. I wonder if I could get Dolly in to come and take this as a screenshot. Okay, we're not going to get too bogged down in this area yet because I think we come here eventually with the story. I am going to hop into here, collect that crystal, and then head straight down. There's a lot of big Andrew boys around here, and I don't want to hang out or start picking up quests too quickly because we're just not at this point yet. Touch this. This just means when I want to do some exploring later, we can come back here and get quests. Yay! Da, 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 da. Wait for it. Da, da, da. Oh, it picked. That's interesting. It picks up where it left off. It doesn't start from scratch. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Whoa! Chimken needs to look where he's Chimken going. Get off the wall. These are level 45s. I am not level 45. Am I going to be able to do this quest? Just keep running. I'm sure it's fine. Just keep running. Holy shit, that was big damage. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this quest. I don't think... What level did it say this got? I need to get to a place where I'm safe. Why am I trying to look at this while I'm not safe? Hello? How do I get up there? I can't. There's a land bridge. I need to run all the way around this way. Am I still being chased? No, we're fine. I could get... I could go up there and across. Is that better? I don't think that's better. It's just a different location. Okay. Huge tracts of desert. What level are you, dragon? You're a level 50. Oh, shit. Please tell me that they've not locked the frickin' summoner quest that's a level 30. Is it? It's level 30, right? It's a level 30 quest. If this is a level 30 quest in a level 50 zone, they wouldn't do that to me, would they? I knew I didn't want to come here for a reason. It's because I did it much later in the my previous playthrough. I know I'm not ready to be here yet. Never gets old. Look at his little legs. Oh, that's it, right? Look at that lens flare. We adventured far with our large fat chicken creature. Suddenly level 31 sandworm. Okay. Greetings to you once more, Rita Beg. I had a feeling this unique opportunity would be nigh impossible for you to ignore. Let us proceed directly to the ritual, shall we? According to the records we recovered, the summoners of old were... According to the records we recovered, the summoners of old would perform these rites in a land in which the naturally dominant element matched the aspect of the avatar they wish to call forth. Only in such a place might one sufficiently shift one's etheric balance in the desired direction. So, to summon a water elemental, I will need to be in a water zone, fire elemental in a fire zone. Okay. The element of fire is especially strong here in Sagoli Desert. I think of no land more fitting in which to summon an incarnation of the Lord of the Inferno. Before we begin, I must insist that you accept this gem. It may appear a little of worth, but within its faceted depths dwell the memories of long deceased summoners. Now you must focus. Visualize the aether flowing through you, a vibrant current of energy transforming into living fire. Hold this image in your hand, and the raging heat of your life force shall spawn an EG wreathed in flames. Be aware, however, that this nascent entity will appear before you unbound and hostile. It is your charge to overpower the avatar and establish yourself as its master. The path of the summoner is naught if not fraught with peril. We're doing it. We're gonna fight a frickin' whatever this... We're gonna fight... There's 4 minutes. At least I get to work on my tan. Look at him, he's adorable. Fucking hell, he interrupted me. We got this, chat. Oh, no, that's bad. Kill the nails. Kill the nails. Kill the nails. Thank you for the hydrate. Got him. Hydrate. Get out of the poop! I was gonna pick up my water bottle. We got him! We got him. That was a lot quicker than I was expecting it to be. There is a minute and a half till an end. Most impressive, Rita Beg. The Fireborn E.G. has submitted to your will. E.G. You have mastered the austerities of flame, and that is no small feat. Pray, let us return to Abaku Falls that we might further discuss your achievement. But I rode all the way out here, and that was it. I gotta go all the way back now. Oh my god. My girl. We got this. That was rude. Dolly's in the doorway again, threatening me. Okay, austerities of flame. But this will make us a new type of Arcanist. That's exciting. Right. Kirby, congratulations on level 18. When we started today, you were only level 17. We believe in you. Chat, we believe in Kirby, right? This is a truly momentous occasion you have This is a truly momentous occasion. You have rescued the lost art of summoning from the grasping mire of forgotten history. But you must know more of the avatar you have unbound in the ancient tongue of the Elgin Empire would be known as Ifrit EG, where EG translates approximately to pure or the essence of. In short, you have tamed a willful manifestation of Ifrit's raging fires. As you might expect for an entity born of the Lord of the Inferno, this avatar and its capacity for destruction should serve you well in your battles to come. With such an ally at your command, it is not so soon to take upon yourself the title of Summoner. You have proven yourself more than worthy of the soul crystal you now possess. Yet, be that as it may... It's time to spin that wheel. Pirate? Yeah. Wrong one. Arr! I'm a pirate, and that pirate hat is still slightly awkward on top of this head because I'm not, for some reason, always in the center of my camera. Arr! This will, of course, necessitate you joining an expedition to defeat the primal known as Titan. This blood divinity of the kobolds possesses the greatest threat to Litzma, and it is there that you should find allies in your cause. The risks are great, but so too are the rewards. Topple the Lord of Crags, and we may progress to the next stage of our historic research. Fair fortune to you, Rita Beg. We're a summoner now. I have the armory. Da-na-na-na. Nice. So many opportunities for screenshots. You have unlocked a new job. You can change to this job at any time by equipping the soul crystal received from this quest. When changing jobs, gear sets will allow you to register and save your equipment. You may then use them to switch between jobs instantly without the need to manually equip weapons or equipment. A button for the gear set to interface is located in the upper portion of the character window. I need to remind myself how this works. The next summoner quest will be available from Yimterra upon reaching level 35. So, yeah, different place in the armory. You have this. I can now equip this. Which just bars my skill bars massively. By changing objects used from a carrier of the hotbar. Transfer. Yeah. Trance gauge expanded. The trance gauge indicates the time remaining for the effects of Aether charge. Executing this action also grants 8 Ruby Arcanum. Okay. So... Okay, it doesn't change anything. It changed it. It broke it initially, and then I brought over my skill bar from one to the other. So I still have, I have access to everything I did previously in terms of on the hotbar, if it is there instead of the ruby carbuncle. So if I go into skills and traits, actions, have I learned additionals? We learned resurrection, which is on my hotbar still. We learnt Summon Topaz, Outburst we've got, Pure Brilliance we have, Ruin 2 we have, right? Okay, so we're just going to slowly work our way through these, and these will unlock as we go along. But look at all the skills that there are. We'll get there, we're doing it. You and me together, chat. But at the same time, I've now unlocked that. When you start transmogging stuff, it just ends up in monstrosity outfits like this, where it just like, oh, you've still got your thing on, but you got a weird pointed hat. Apply. Gear set list. Create a new gear set summoner. It's very unlikely that I'm going to shift outside of summoner now. So what I can do is add, no. I thought, yes, you can add that to your hotbar so you don't have to come in here and de-equip it every once in a while. I will have 2 of those crystals down here. One will take me to summoner, one will take me to scholar. There isn't really a reason, I don't think, to go back to Arcanist. Oh shit, let's go and unlock Scholar though. Why is that unavailable to me? We're gonna have to find out. Or is it because I am currently down as summoner? Maybe. Okay, we need to go to Limpsa. Limpsa Laminsa! This hat is kind of awkward, isn't it? Because of the place that thing is over my shoulder. Because I don't sit straight to my camera. Okay, I have to go to the upper decks. You have to switch back to Arcanist to accept the quest. That's fair, okay. So, what is this called? Is there a... So if I unequip Soul of the Summoner. Is there an unequip command in this game? Unequip command FFXIV. It's the same macro as equipping a skill, you just leave the skill field blank. I think there's a way I can automate that as a process, because doing that seems a bit of a faff. But not right now. I'll look into that between streams probably. God, once upon a time in this game, I feel like it's this game. You had all of the leveling process, but you could also buff these with additional points. I feel like that was a thing. It had like a Dark Souls build against it. I need to go to the goddamn loo again. I'm sorry. The Adventures of Chimken's Tiny Bladder. Okay. Thank you for setting aside your preconceptions, Rutabaga. I'm actually aware how unusual it is for a marauder to conduct research, as it were. You are a tiny, tiny axe wielder. However, you shall soon understand that I am not like my more muscular brethren. Rather than rush blindly into the enemy's maw, I formulate and execute stratagems to great effect. My archaeological pursuits are but an extension of this practice, for at present I am researching the military tactics of ancient Nim. 'Twould not surprise me if you were unfamiliar with Nim. The civilization flourished some 15-odd centuries ago during the 5th Astral Era. The Nimians lived during an age of wonders when the magical arts flourished, but magics can be wielded for weal or for woe, and this period of peace eventually gave way to the Great War of the Magi. The nations of that bygone era brought earth-shattering magics to bear against one another, yet Nim, with only a handful of mages to support its armies of mariners, repulsed would-be invaders time and time again. Precisely how a military force of this composition could defy its stronger neighbours is a mystery which has long puzzled military historians. By translating extant Nimian tablets, which I have recently purchased, I mean to solve the riddle at long last. As my knowledge of Arcanium is cursory at best, I require an experienced arcanist to assist me with my analysis of any text pertaining to the magical arts. Will you be that arcanist, Rutabaga? Yes. I am humble chicken man, or woman in this case. There is, however, a complication. The Nimian tablets and other assorted relics, for which I paid exceedingly large amount of money, were stolen en route to Limsa. The information inscribed upon these tablets could be of untold significance. I will not allow these thieves to sell it to some rich Alden collector for a pittance. Pray accompany me to the Raincatcher galley docks and help me reclaim my relics. I have strong reason to believe the perpetrators can be found there. Off to kill a man at a dock. Gotta go see a man about a dog. We've been here. Oh, we have not even slightly been there. Where even is this? We've been to the Costa del Sol. Just brute forcing me into areas I don't think I have any reason to be in just yet. I'm going to switch out the pirate hat for the pirate bandana. It's still not as bad, but this weird little dangly is just awkwardly in my periphery for some reason. Okay, this is the... keep getting startled by things in this game. Run! I'm a bird, motherfucker. We're gonna do like we did in the previous zone. I'm just gonna beeline the exit. Ignore all these monsters that want to eat my face. I need to be up the top of this hill, though. Immediately, problems. That's a large buffalo. Bum, 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 bum. Ferry skipper. We're going to rain catch a gully. Are you coming along? Yes, please take me. Take me away. I don't mind. Something, something, something. Back in time. This is pretty. Oh, is this where I think it is? It is. So, completely unrelated. I'm going to go touch that wine port thing. This is where you train as a ninja. I have been here before on my previous character. I didn't recognize it, but here we are. I've just remembered how to go back to base Arcanist form. So let's do that quick while I'm remembering, otherwise I'm going to forget. This is currently unequipped, right? So if you build a gear set, recommended gear, you add a gear set that's just plain Arcanist. You can then drag that down here. So rather than using these crystals, right, take that away. You equip that. So now I have the Arcanist build, the Summoner build, which contains this, and then when it comes to having the Scholar build, it's just a case of keeping these gear set lists updated. And if I make changes, I'm 95% sure there's an update, like you can overwrite these. But yeah, now I can go back and forth between them and it's not a problem. I remembered, I'm so wise and smart. Touch this, go down the hill. Bum, 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 bum. I'm eating my own bed today. I'm dropping all the knowledge today about my personal habits. For some reason, I'm pissing on the regular and I'm eating my beard. Up. Change the hat, the bow tie color. As I suspected, they are not more than broken men who have seized the docks and taken to robbing every passing ship. Come, let us put an end to their banditry and take back what is ours. I'm gonna guess we're gonna find the crystal that allows me to turn into a scholar in the stuff that we're about to raid out. I could have been slightly better equipped to fight these guys. Up. Hello? You gonna let me switch now? No, can't switch jobs. Oh, I could have had Ifrit. We literally just go. We're literally just going through the place, murdering all of these people. This isn't even subtle. Do you see any others? No, excellent. Now help me search for the tablets. Do we got him? Oh my god, tiny excited nerd finds rock. Yes, this is it. A treatise on Niminian tactics, just as I'd hoped. Nimian? Why did it feel like they were about to get assassinated? Oh my god, it's a tiny fairy. Hello? Hello there. I got a friend, chat. I made a friend. A fairy friend. Again, perfect opportunity for a screenshot. Mayhap the tablet can explain this. Mumble scholars, familiars, fairies. The sunlight of Eos doth soothe and shield. The scholars' fairies are so cute. The moonlight of Selene doth silence and strengthen. Rita Baig. I am a fairy, Rita Baig. Speak to me. By the 12, have you any idea what this means? We've rediscovered the long-lost magical arts of Nimian scholars. Seems to be a lot of that going around. There was that other woman that wanted me to be a summoner, and I'm also now that too. Is that it? Did we manage it? Fairies. Honest to God's fairies. Well, now I've seen everything. Anyway, I shall return to the guild and begin translating these tablets. I cannot wait to see what other secrets it contains. And now we have to go all the way back to frickin' Limpser because this person couldn't just end the quest whilst we were stood on the middle of this dock. It's fine. Yeah, but then I can have these nice clicky buttons down here, and I can press them, and it's gonna be super exciting. I like pressing buttons in this game. Satisfying. Drowning Wench. I'm going to the Drowning Wench, Kirby. I'm going to assume that I did this quest, but where was that quest you were talking about? Yeah, I'm assuming it must have been in here. This guy, oh, the Smith. No, I did not even slightly do that quest. Greetings, I am one of the Smiths, a stoker of fires and forger of futures. As a dedicated member of the Adventurers Guild, I have been entrusted with the task of providing assistance to new adventurers. Yeah, that's the guy. Yeah, well, the mantle adventurer does not drape so awkwardly from your shoulders as it once did, but while questing alone certainly brings its own rewards, you haven't truly adventured until you've delved into the darkened dungeons, stalwart comrades at your side. Ancient ruins, echoing caverns, and all manner of deadly spaces lie hidden across the realm, and these are the best conquered in the company of trustworthy allies, and such advice holds true for many formidable foe that could crush a solitary adventurer. But surely I've surpassed this already. How one fights in a party, however, is often drastically different from how one fights alone. Thus did we construct the Hall of the Novice, where we endeavour to prepare for those differences. The hall can be found just north of Aleport in the western Lenoskia. Within its walls, we offer burgeoning heroes a bevy of training exercises. Step into the flames, my friend, and forge the skill you need to show the morrow. Okay. You now have access to the Hall of the Novice. Register for training exercises. But I've done. But what do I get for doing this? I've done this. Do we trade you on how to do combat? I'm level 32. Why is this even available to me? It's an armor set. You don't have to do it now. Okay. I will do it in a bit. I'll do that off stream. I'm level 5. I just whizzed through it. As I said you're well past it. I'm learning to become book smart. I'm learning to become a nerd. Forgotten but not gone. Just means I'll be maintaining 2 story quests alongside this one. Character quests. I could have TP'd here. Why did I not? Me casually running through the map could have TP'd directly to this building. Excellent timing, Rita. I've just finished transcribing a section which will doubtless be of interest to you. According to the tablet, the crystal from which the fairy sprang forth is called the Soul of the Scholar, and it contains the wisdom of the long-dead Nemean mages. With it, you can call upon the fairy as you did before and bind her to your will. As I said before, I have little knowledge of Arcanum, so unless you have some objections, I would like to entrust the crystal to you. Oh, and you needn't recompense me. Simply knowing that the lost arts are being preserved is enough. I shall devote my energies to deciphering the remaining text. Should I discover anything new, I promise that you'll be the first to know. Ba 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 ba. Dollar unlocked. Ta-da! Hide that. Press that. Do that. Go back. With the soul of the scholar coat, you can summon a fairy to aid you in battle. When called forth, she will assume the form of a healer-type pet. Moreover, by completing the quest, a fairy tale come true, you may cast glamours on your fairy familiar, allowing her to take on other appearances. So, interestingly, you can reset... What I was concerned about was losing access to Carbuncle, because I'll be honest, I like Carbuncle. Look at that little wiggly ass. Look at it. Look at that little wiggly ass. But you can use glamours to change your fairies and summons back into looking like carbuncles. The carbuncle will not be lost to us forever. We need to go here, and we need to equip this. Okay. Holy shit, that's very different. Oh no. Okay, so gear set, equip. I pressed the wrong one. Poops. God damn it. Equip the scholar one. Gear set. New gear set. Put it over here. Okay. Because I might want to have a look at this evening. Let's go. Let's get rid of sprint. We've got on our second bar. Return, go away. Teleport, go away. Play guy, go away. I'm going to try and put things in the same place. Oh gosh. Swift cast. Summon Eos. Fairy. Whispering Dawn. Order Fairy to execute Whispering Dawn. Bio 2. Zeke, I think I have on my other one. Repose cancels auto attack upon execution. Azuna. Swift cast. I'm not even going to pretend to know what half of these do yet. Galvanize to target nullifying damage equaling. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to. I just met Mummy Merlyweb. Fucking love Mummy Merlyweb. Merlyweb is good people. Azuna. I'm really sorry for the flicking back and forth. I do have my reasons. Potion goes there. So, character, actions and traits. Roll? Oh, they lose access to those. They lose access to those entirely. Maim and mend. Seek pet. Okay. What does Meferi look like? Look at him! I got a fairy. I'm gonna go and take it. I'm gonna go and twinkle in my eye. Pop. Pop. Yeah, so I now have healer, but I'm probably never gonna use it. I am, however... Whoa! Okay. I am, however, gonna use Summoner primarily. Good. Okay, so what the hell were we doing before we started this whole rigmarole? Duties. Journals. Broadening Horizons is on the list. We Come in Peace. Standard story. Do We Come in Peace because that's going to unlock Ramu. Let's focus on that because all of these seem like I've picked them up too early. It's Trevenge. No, not that. Okay, we're gonna go to West Shore Pier. There. And we're running. Hey, look everybody, we're running again. Summon it for EG and orders it to execute Burning Strike. Gemshine. I feel like I need to summon this at least once today. I've come all this way. Hi. Hey, the ferry dock at the base of this hill will carry you across the lake to the East Shroud. Once you're ashore, head due east and you should find the way to Hawthorne Hut without much trouble. Off we pop. That one. I happen to be heading across the lake to Sweet Bloom Pier in the East Shroud. Yes, that's what I was talking to you for. Come on, let's go and fight something so I can summon this fire creature. I need something to kill. I might be a little bit over leveled to kill these. Just a touch. Now we just run down the clock a bit. Foolishly, I thought we'd be right next to the thing that would... Let me summon him. There he is. What the hell are you gonna... Whoa! Okay. I like that. I like that a lot. summon burning, and then I could theoretically have multiple summons, so I could go from summon Carbuncle, which I assume will just remain the standard blue, to Titan, which would be Topaz, and Garuda, which would be Emerald. Based off the skills that we got? Yeah, summon Ifrit, summon Garuda. Various freaking summon Bomber. Ooh. Summon Phoenix. Oh, there's more than I thought there were. Mountain Buster, Slipstream. Yeah, there's a lot more skills under this than I thought there were. Try Disaster sounds exciting. Coming soon to a stream near you. Try Disaster. In the meantime, let's get to the Hawthorne Hut. Indeed, I am a Melin of the Twin Adder. I understand you're here to learn of the Sylphs, yes? For all their whimsy, they are a wary lot, particularly since the Empire has come to the Shroud. And their trust, however, and they're as friendly as any folk. They have their quirks, but so do we all. No? Would you know more? You do well to speak with the master of this hut, Rolf. He's forgotten more about the Sylphs than I'll ever know. Are you Rolf? Why didn't you just introduce me to him? He sat right next to you. Rolf Hawthorne, patriarch of the beekeeping Hawthorne family, is said to be well versed in Sylphic customs. Come to learn a thing or two about the Sylphs, have you? I'll tell you one thing, they're peculiar folk. How peculiar you ask? Well, just let me tell you. So I beg pardon, friend, my memory's just not what it used to be. I've seen much and more in my adventuring days, and it's all a clutter in my noggin now. Though I've shared my stories, and with those around the hut before, you might have more luck with them. Okay. Said at the beginning of this stream, I was feeling a bit low, feeling a bit tired today. I think I'm actually going to call it a night there, and I'm not going to switch to Man of Medan. I don't like to not stream, and this game is all about being the game that I stream when I'm not feeling the schedule or 100%, but I want to stream because streaming makes me feel better, and it has made me feel better, but I'm very sleepy, and I'm not going to be much better company as we push on into the evening, so I'll apologize now and say I will be back tomorrow with Lies of P and potentially Man of Medan beforehand. Having not played it, I don't want to lose because it's like a skill / story based game. I don't want people to lose interest, so I might go live with Man of Medan a little bit early tomorrow. But yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you very much for hanging out with me tonight, chat. I know this game on stream is a bit odd, isn't the right word. I'm approaching it very differently. I feel like by nature of what it is, it's not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but I'm sort of trying to pitch it as something that you can watch whilst doing... I'm sort of trying to pitch it as something that you can watch whilst doing something else. Not that you weren't doing that anyway. I like where we're at with it. I feel like I can stream it. I feel like I can play it offline. I feel like I can just get stuff done because theoretically there's so much content in here. If I left it only for streaming, we wouldn't be done till like 2028, and that's probably still an exaggeration. It's probably worse than that. I need my list, and I need to do just cam. Sit back, relax, drop your shoulders, and take a minute with me. Chat, I want you to know I'm glad you exist. Like I said, Final Fantasy XIV is currently very much tickling my brain in private. And it's nice to be able to stream it, and it's nice to be able to enjoy the act of streaming it without so much of a focus. I think I've played games where the energy levels are like this before. So this one, where there's potentially grinding that might happen and just killing certain things, it's not as, I think, engaging for an audience to watch, but I'm very much enjoying it. And I hope that you get a feeling for that when watching me. I haven't been my best today, but it is what it is. I'm aware of this, and it's personal growth that I'm finishing now rather than pushing until 11 this evening because it's only just about to go 8 o'clock. I want you to know that I'm proud of you. I'm really happy that you've all made it through the week with me. This week has been extremely busy, as has the last couple of months for me, and I'm proud of myself for still being here. Not that I was going anywhere, but still, we're still keeping up with this streaming thing, and I'm still super enjoying it. So I'm proud of you, chat, for whatever you've accomplished, big or small, this week. Living is difficult, getting through every day is something to be proud of. I really need to look up the origin of that quote because I keep repeatedly saying it and I can't remember where I wrote it down from. Insure your pets. If you can't afford to insure your pets, I don't judge. There's a horn in the background. But if you can afford to insure them and aren't, I highly recommend doing so because it will save you a lot of heartache in the long run. I don't know about the rest of the planet, but there is means-tested veterinary care available to people that can't afford insurance, so this little statement isn't entirely for you. But one of our cats is in palliative care, and we would have been financially scuppered if we had to take care of them because we wouldn't have been able to get the free care because of the amount of money I earn in my job, regardless of Dolly being unemployed, and I don't entirely know what would have happened. But we're taking care of her as best as we can now, so that's... There's Dolly Human and Dolly Cat. It gets very confusing if I just speak to... I'm really in the habit of just speaking about both of them, but not differentiating. So if anybody's new in chat today, and I'm like, Dolly person, Dolly cat, but I don't go one way or the other, it's very interesting to listen back to sometimes in the audio. But yeah, insure your pets if you can. And thank you for helping me do Weird Shot on the internet. I'm going to find somebody to raid. As usual, if there is somebody you would like me to raid, please drop their name in chat. Otherwise, I'm going to find somebody who's live off my list. I think... Harry Queen Lucy is still live. I think that's my own voice. We don't want to hear that. Why would I want to hear my own voice? Harry Queen Lucy. I'll send you off. They are playing Lords of the Fallen, which is a new Dark Souls type game this week? Yesterday even, potentially. Please hang out with them as long as you can. I'm probably not going to hang out in their chat for very long. I might go and take a lie down and then try and enjoy what's left of my evening. But yeah, it's been fun. I'll be back tomorrow. I might go live early with Man of Medan, and it'll be Liza P at the usual time. That's it. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday night, and sweet dreams, or drink some water. I'm a massive hypocrite for saying that, but it is what it is what it is. Bye, guys.